A Lorain police officer who was among the officers shot during an ambush last week was honored during a ceremony at Rocket Arena in Cleveland before he was laid to rest today. Officer Philip Wagner left behind his wife and 3 children. The National Fraternal Order of Police reports 166 officers were shot in the line of duty from January through June of this year. Wagner's death will add to that number. Joining us now is Ohio FOP Vice President, who is also with the Mahoney County Sheriff's Office, T.J. Assion. Thank you so much for taking the time to join us here at 5 today.
Sure.
First off, what is your message to Wagner's family, the other officers that were targeted in this ambush, and the entire law enforcement community as they honor his service and his life?
Well, there are really no words that I can give to Officer Wagner's family, his wife, his children. Those children are going to have to grow up without their father. Please know that your dad is a hero and will always be a hero. And to his wife, we will always be here for you. And all you have to do is reach out and call the Fraternal Order of Police as a family. To the other officers, Godspeed on a quick recovery. We know you guys will be back. We'll be ready for you. And until that time, we will continue to toe the line.
Yeah, and this ripples across all of Northeast Ohio and the country, like I mentioned. Those numbers don't go down. They're only going up this year. I mentioned the number of law enforcement killed nationally so far. This year's total down 14% from 2024, but you know, TJ, we just added that attack on the 3 officers in Lorain. What do you believe is leading to the violence against members of law enforcement?
So I'm going to tell you right now, it starts with the rhetoric and the language that comes from elected officials, elected leaders, not only in this community, in this state, but across this country. The words that they choose to convey to the general public sometimes almost give permission for people to assault, attack, and from time to time kill police officers. And that rhetoric needs to change. It needs to calm down. Things need to be brought more to the center. You know, there is no civilization without civility. And it is up to our elected leaders to show that when they're out broadcasting that violence against law enforcement is not only okay but permissible. That needs to be drawn back. They need to be more responsible with their words. Like I said, and I talked to you off air about this, but Officer Wagner this is the 3rd funeral that I've been to this year of law enforcement officers, and we say they were killed in the line of duty, but they were murdered. They were murdered for the badge that they wear and for the job that they do.
And this isn't the only ambush. You know,
No.
FOP's recorded nationally 36, so this will add 37, and then who knows how many more the rest of the year. Can you describe for folks some of the dangers you encounter every single day that maybe they wouldn't think about? You know, we always see the officers patrolling, or maybe they're working at an incident, but what are some of the things that you encounter and that other local officers encounter?
One of the most dangerous aspects of law enforcement is a traffic stop. You just said it, when we pull people over. You know, we've never had ticket quotas, even though that is always a constant belief. There's never been ticket quotas. When we pull people over, it is just in an effort to correct behavior. Depending on how flagrant the violation is, the officer, the deputy, the state trooper may issue a citation, may issue a warning. But when we come up on a traffic stop, that is one of the most dangerous situations that a law enforcement officer can find themselves in. You don't know who's in that car. You don't know what's in that car. You don't know what's going through the mind of the people or person that is in that car. And so that's where a lot of our guys are attacked and shot, is through these situations. Now anymore though, Officer Wagner and his partner had pulled off into a dead-end street, were sitting in their cruisers eating lunch, because our cruisers are our offices, sitting there eating lunch, and were ambushed with a high-powered assault rifle. So the job is inherently dangerous. My members and I, we understand that. We take that home every day, and we bring it to work every day. But we're okay with that. And if we weren't okay with it, we wouldn't do the job. It's not a job for everybody to do.
Yeah. Well, I appreciate your outreach, you getting the word out, on the FOP's end of things, and your service, and also the service of all of our local law enforcement. Thank you so much for taking the time to join us right here.
Oh, thank you for having me.